Lama Lama Dejen Panjo Somge Ranjala Dadan Simjenam Chanjo Pardo Gyobzu Nama Lama Dejen Panjo Somge Ranjala Dadan Dodo Simjenam Chanjo Pardo
English?
All the Sugatas, your very nature, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, together with all sentient beings in 6 realms, till enlightenment is attained, I take refuge in you.
Lama Sangyen Kan La Kan De Chindaki Dowan Dolwa Tam Jawo Yasimke Dowa Kundan Lama Sangyen Kan La Kan De Dowan Dowan Tam Jawo.
Now we arouse bodhicitta with all living beings through realizing the awakened state of the Master, and with enlightened action, training everyone according to their needs. We vow to liberate them all.
Namchan de tol shen sha Sanghan dubla je rang Mendo sanghan chukong Nyangye meda shuk sol de Ningbo sen chen tan tong Yang dan do je dun do zhou.
Approach now gurus, devas, and dakinis. Take your seats on cushions of lotus, sun, and moon. We offer homage while devotion fills our body, speech, and mind, making offerings outer, inner, and secret. We confess all impairments and breakages of vows, all harmful actions and obscurations. Rejoice because the secret mantrayana has been accomplished. Request you turn the wheel of the secret mantra teachings, which bring ripening and liberation. Remain with us without passing into nirvana, we pray. All merit we dedicate so that sentient beings attain the essence of enlightenment. May we realize the true meaning of indestructible reality.
Dans mo ne ben dunga o gen je men da na ko she zu den za yan la ye ju kang wei zu ren je be dan da ge ding gyab ne kun du o gen do je chang chen be pal ba zo ya yum dan je cha yen do je yen be te pon nam kar da ren jen ru ben gen gen ze wen ngen long nen de jen zin jen ba kun tun za sun ya za jen da de chen lan tu jen chan ben da la si ya kun o wen chi me ye she ku dong shu chao bun te cha ga du cai lü tan long zhen du san ge wen cou kun san zhi be jin du meng nan bu tong men ne sang di dong ma lü sha se chen gyal wa kun ge yuan den ge gyam da ji bun gen ben nam ta la ning ne ye ran de be sol de shi sang ge che ge cha chen be ba ku rang shen ge we nge bo kun dom ne do kam gya tso chi si ne ki par gam bo ke ge nam tar je ne te ka kyan do wan den be dun do ngo.
We are in our ordinary form, and before us in the sky appears Odhyana and the immaculate Dhanakosha lake, deep and full of water with 8 kinds of purity. In the center you dwell in a jeweled lotus blossom, its petals wide open. All sources of refuge combined, Organ Dorje Chang, ablaze in splendor with the major minor marks of perfection, and embracing the consort Yeshashoga. You hold a Vajra in your right hand, a skull cup containing a vase in your left, beautiful in all your silk, jewel, and bone ornaments. In an expanse of blue, white, yellow, red, and green light, you preside resplendent, radiating great bliss. All around you, gurus, devas, and dakinis gather like clouds. Pour down your blessings in a rain of compassion. Watch over and care for us. Essence of all Buddhas in your immortal wisdom body, now and always. We bow to you with passionate longing and devotion. Our bodies, possessions, and all our merit, past, present, and future. We visualize as Sabantabhadra's offering clouds and present them to you. Our harmful actions and downfalls committed throughout beginningless time we confess without exception. You alone have completely mastered the precious qualities of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and with all my heart I rejoice at your liberating life story. With total trust, we pray to you and implore you, shower down a great rain of Dharma, profound and vast, gathering all the actual merit of oneself and others. For as long as these infinite realms of living beings remain, we shall follow your example, Lord, and dedicate it all to guiding beings as limitless as space.
Solden Pulate Tugeze Gongbe Longne Tuje Zachona Meden Toge Nila Jingelo Ta Tan Zen Ma Nyur Tu Tempa Tang Chok Tan Ten Mo Ngun Run Zol Du Zol.
You are all my sources of refuge in one, a great treasure of wisdom and love, our precious, our greatest protection in this dark age, the dregs of time. Tormented and drained by the 5 kinds of generation, when we call on you in desperate yearning, look upon your child with all the love of your wisdom mind. Let the power of your compassion burst out from your vast expanse of realization and flood our devoted heart with your blessing. Quickly show us the signs and marks of attainment and grant us the cities, ordinary and supreme. Guru Pema Ko
Kordu Kando Mambu Kege Jesu Dadu Ki Chenge Lobche Shesu So Guru Pema Sede Pema Kesar Dongbola Yazen Choke Modunye Pema Jungne Shezunta Kordu Kando Mangbekur Kege Jesu Dadu Ki Chenghe Lobche Shesu So Guru Pema Sede No Chan Sam Pema Kesar Dongbola Yazen Choke Modumye Pema Jungne Shezunta Kordu Kando Mambekur Keke Jesu Dadu Ki Chenge Lobche Shesu So Guru Pema Sede No Chan Sam Pema Kesan Dongbola Yazen Choke Modumye Pema Jungne Shesu Tang Kordu Kando Mangbekur Kege Jesu Dadu Ki Chenge Lobche Shesu So Guru Pema Sede No Chan Sam Pema Kesar Dongbola Yazen Choke Modumye Pema Jungne Shezunta Kordu Kando Mangbekur Keke Jesu Dadu Ki Chenge Lobche Shesu So Guru Pema Sede
Hung in the northwest of the land of Odiana, in the heart of a lotus flower, endowed with the most marvelous attainments, you are renowned as a lotus born, surrounded by many hosts of dakinis. Following in your footsteps, we pray to you, come and bless us with your grace. Guru Pema Siddhi Hum.
Om Bezar Guru Pema Siddham. 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 Om Bezar Guru Pema Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. 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 Maham Badar Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. Badar Gurpema Siddham. Maham Badar Gurpema Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. Maham Badar Gurpema Maham Badar Gurpema Siddham. 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 Bema City Home Home Better Guru Bema City 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 Home Better Guru Bema Home Better Guru Bema City 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 Home Better Guru Bema Masidi Hum Mahum Bada Gurbe 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 Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Hum Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Hum Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Hum Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Hum Mahum Badar Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum 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 Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hum Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Mahum Bada Gurbe Masidi Hong Kong de Yi Za Sun Ha Zu Ge Ba Gang Om A Hong Re Om A Hong Re Om A Hong Re. English. In English.
English. The three seed syllables, Om, Ah, Hung. At the three centers, the Lama, white, red, and blue rays of light strike out. Dissolve into our own three centers, purifying the obscurations. Our body, speech, and mind, and transforming them into Vajra, body, speech, and mind. Finally, the Lama and his retinue melt into light and into a red and white tigli, marked with a Hung. Dissolves into our heart, through which the Lama's wisdom mind and our own mind merge inseparably. And so we abide in the ever-present Dharmakaya.
Starting Ghana Chakra.
In pushings forward at page 1 of Peace of Rain.
Okay.
Ghana Chakra. Starting Ghana Chakra. All the two.
The excellent vase of splendor, the Sok feast offering to accompany the Vajra 7-line prayer.
Next 4 lines, please.
Okay, in English, yes.
Yeah.
Hung, with appears a skull cup, as vast as space of Dharma Dhatu. With Om, all appearance and existence are displayed as the Sok offerings. With Hung, they transform into the wisdom play of great bliss. With Hri, gurus, devas, and dakinis, all the deities gathered are pleased and satisfied. Om, Ah, Hung, Hri.
Ya zhen zhou ge ngan zhou nie, ma zhong ne je su cha, kor du kan zhu ma ge kor, ki ki je su da zhu ki, de yun zo la jen jen na jing ge lo je je su so ne cho di ru chin po la so che ye shen du zi yu rup chon da la wang shi gu ge dan long den pa che so chou dan tun mong er zhu zu oi la ma je ju pe man te zhen zai rui jing gan zhi zuo dan jie ba yi za sum kun dun ya wen ki ko la mo gu dong shu zhao bi si wan de da xian go song ye zuo long jue ji nang si de yan ye gu ma cang me kun san de chen zo gi ko lo mu tu zhen ge xie tu tam gong yun ji sol wan de zong gu ru rin po che jing ge lo xie ri zhen kan zhe zo me den pu la chou den zhe zo tam zi nyam cha tam jian zhang hu so chi nan sang wen pa che yin sun ro chang chu par dun zhao wen zhe zi shi zhe su nyam do yang da da pe samba lun gen du ba chin ge lo om a ben za gu pe ma sin de mo
Hong, the northwest, the land of Odiana, in the heart of a lotus flower. Endowed with the most marvelous attainments, you are renowned as a lotus born. Surrounded by many hosts of dakinis, following in your footsteps, we invite you to this feast of desirable offerings. So come now, bless us with your grace. Pour down your blessings on the sublime place. Transform the suk offerings into wisdom nectar. Grant us, the supreme practitioners, the four empowerments, the spell obstructors, negative forces and obstacles, and confer cities, ordinary and supreme. Om. Beloved Master Pema Trotsensa, with your throng of Vidyadharas and Dakinis, encompassing the three roots in this mandala of the Buddhas. In deep devotion, with fervent yearning, I pray to you. All the merit of mine, others' body, speech, and mind, our wealth, and everything desirable in the universe, every source of pleasure and enjoyment, with nothing left out, we offer as Samantabhadra's unending Ganachakra of great bliss. With all your compassion and love, accept them with delight, so your heart's wishes are fulfilled. Guru Rinpoche, we pray to you. Vidyadhars and Dakinis, inspire us with your blessings. Grant this devoted disciple attainments, ordinary and supreme. Let all our impairments and breakages of samaya be healed, we pray. Obstacles, outer, inner, and secret, liberate them into Dharmadhatu. Until we realize enlightenment, hold us close without ever parting. Like the waxing moon, let our lifespan, merit, experience, and realization grow ever greater. And bless us so that all our aspirations spontaneously come true. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Om.
Om Tamze nyamcha tamje tono shang Nizin dage chuge yin sun do Nyam nyen dewa chimbe tu tam kang Cho tan tun mo
Om Ahum. Gurus, Devas, Dakinis, all. Gurus, Devas, Dakinis, all come now to the Sok feast. Outer, inner, and secret great bliss are the Sok offerings we make. All impairments and breakages of samaya we confess. Dualities, enemies, and obstructors, liberate them into the Dharmadhatu. May our wishes, the great bliss of equality, be fulfilled. Please grant us attainments, ordinary and supreme. And with nectar.
English. Oh, that's it.
Omahung. Gathering of arrogant ones, empowered to receive the remainder. Yes?
La la wang wa di be zo zhen da de pian a pia jiao xia zha jin be zo la yi gong jie dam jia jie yan dong zhen zha dam nyam se so so ta dan zhen ma nyor do dong de pe pa di do ba da de le do me do ba zo wo zhe da ba len da ga ye English.
Omahung. Gathering of arrogant ones, empowered to receive the remainder. Cluster like clouds and gorge yourselves voraciously. Accept the remainder offering of the suk, ornamented with meat and blood, just as you vowed long ago. Devour enemies of the Dharma and Samaya breakers. Quickly show us signs and marks of realization. Avert all obstacles to realization and carry out enlightened activity without any hindrance. Usita Valenta Kahi. Shall I take that? It's over there, just on the banister.
The left one before reciting the mantra.
From the three syllables of Oma Hung, at the three centers of Lama, white, red, and blue rays of light strike out and dissolve into our own three centers, purifying the obscurations. Our body, speech, and mind, and transforming them into the Vajra body, speech, and mind. Finally, the Lama and his retinue melt into light and into a red and white tigli, marked with a home. Dissolves into our heart, through which the Lama's wisdom mind and our own mind merge inseparably. And so we abide in the ever-present Dharmakaya.
Dedication. Namo Jojo Dosan Desha Jomden Namo Yedan Chozon Zetanji Shindu Chanyen Yawa Amje Zenjen Dala Gongsu Tengnen Dashen Ganyam Tamje Gelunga Yisam Jinjen Gevele Tuson Saben Gewa Jinyin Ne Yube Gewa Tim Dute Chanjo Jemba Yin Song Ho Se Jingawe Gongban Tarchen Deshe Namgen Gongba Yonzo Shore Zhuang Kone Dembe Sachen Dezen Zembe Jinlen Darjin Jiden Deshen Dogen Chela Ju Naljun Ge Ju Pange Jowan Shoen Gu Tu Kowe 동아 근장네 남견 조배 상견 율토 조인규견 덴저 매조레견베 gewe zawa sabe tutene korwa nebe tuzom semje nam rang re denge gongba mgyone kun san jebe ye je sa kun zo Devchan choge longdo ne churche zayambe longdo sangye sho tsendin duje meta tongbe zenjunge kangbe ringe jinto Pardor wogen lamen kushen sangen deje tongyur semchen kaju nezu geje kyupa sho yeshiranan tumayi dunje yugum hinje drogyu ne lame dunge dembun dombo
Namo. The Bhagavan Sugatas in the 10 directions and 3 times. Guru, Yadam, and 3 jewels. All infinite victors, as many of grains of dust in a field. All of you, please listen and pay heed to me. From now on, as much virtue as the virtuous actions performed by my other's body, speech, and mind equal to space, accumulated throughout the 3 times, and the stainless virtue existing from the beginning, is dedicated to gathering the expanse of awakening, having arrived the state of knowledge of the victors with their children. May the state of knowledge of the Sukatas be totally perfected. The great stage pervaded by the demonstration of the wheel of knowledge and liberation. May the holder of those stages, having perfected their activities, carry happiness to the world and Dharma to all migrating beings. And may yogins be satisfied with the glory of the 10 virtues, having purified all the suffering of the samsara of the 6 causes, and we quickly obtain the omniscience of complete Buddhahood. Depending on the force, the accumulated roots of virtue arise from amazing connections of cause and condition. May the sentient beings the 3 times who exist in samsara, having actualized the ultimate knowledge of their own awareness, perfecting all stages of primordial wisdom through the conduct of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, abide in supreme space free of obscurations, without objectifying the meaningful benefit of others, according to the capacity of disciples. The rain of Dharma falls corresponding with their interest. Having ripened disciples into the 3 Vajras, they obtain Buddhahood in the vast dimension of Buddha Samantabhadra. In this life, the life is conditioned, impermanent and empty. The constituents of the 5 elements are complete as a Buddha field of the 5 families. Having arisen in the form of the Guru Vodhyan and the Bardo, may all sentient beings, led by those with one whom has positive and negative connections, immediately go to the Kachari abode, having ripened and liberated the whole range of disciples, through many emanations, the appearances of the ones of primordial wisdom, may they all obtain the unsurpassed ultimate result. And very heartfelt deep prayer, long life for His Eminence Drikung Lo Ontul Rinpoche. 조잉 장매 랑소람게 배사수미세 경계 고로 angze geyu ayatara denke shimi rupe gongsu su yirang sangme gongtu sangyangye Drangi rola tarpa sambo Rupte gyatsa degla Yecho lama dampo Amdang Aryatarama, Mother of the four orders of noble ones, you are the ultimate perfection of the unceasing wheel of adornment, the three secrets of beauty and youthful charm of the stainless dimension of ultimate reality. Today, please grant us a veritable festival of the accomplishment of deathlessness, purely serving the deities of meditation and taking the three rare and precious jewels as your crown. You who plant the seed of ultimate liberation in countless living beings, unwillingly raising the victory banner of practice and instruction. Supreme Being, excellent teacher, we beseech you to live a long life. Remain here with us, you whose entire effort is directed towards the gathering of pristine merit, who manifests impartial loving kindness falling equally upon one and all, whose enlightened qualities are utterly immaculate. And may your stainless good deeds fill all directions to the very limits of space. And a very deep, heartfelt prayer for the long life of His Eminence Lo Karma Ratna Rinpoche. Namo Guru Dakini Choye Ngosu Kunzang Yepe Long Dome Yang Te Ringse Yorgenje Ningru Monsu Duje Yong Ten Chu Riksaranju Nongme Duwa Ungru Gagu Deche Nojeku Mishi Paze Zambo Zamdensu Lundru Kyamso Pema Kamdru Sha Ome Deshe Tukte Nimpote Shedro Polo Nimne Dongyang Ringlu Chodu Kondo Dagye Shu Namo Guru Dakini. The spiritual master in the Dakini, I bow down. The vast expanse of Samantabhadra, the radiant luminosity of the ultimate space of absolute reality, as the Lord of Udayana, son and lineal descendant of the primordial Buddha Amitabha, the emanation of enlightened qualities dispels the darkness of this time of the five degenerations and trains disciples. Self-arisen lamp, display of pure awareness, tamer of living beings, imperishable bodily form of the great bliss of the 9 dance moods of primordial unity. May the life force of Palden Zangpo be indestructible and firm, and may the tradition of the island of Sutra and Tantra, adorned with the wheels of study and practice, the community of the quintessence of the teachings of the Enlightened One, the bliss-endowed realm second to none, grove of the Padma Dakinis and spontaneously manifest lake, spread throughout all of space and time. Well, I wish to, Rinpoche, do you have a few words? I wish to, from everybody, to thank you so much for so many wonderful teachings and a glorious month, sacred month of practice and spreading Guru Rinpoche mantras everywhere. It's been wonderful and it may benefit so many beings. And please keep turning the wheel of Dharma and keep teaching us and keep leading us for the benefit of everybody. Wonderful. A heartfelt prayer.
Tena yinki teni ngazu da benza guru saya tena teni da tongshor lat peche tongji chega tongshor chega ta teni chi kanga teni savaris.
So it is on this auspicious occasion at the ending of this precious month, the 4th month for Sakadava, that we completed the 100 million recitation of the Vajraguru mantra.
Teni tanda teni tambo gyowa semji teni pardo ngugi mikwa meba hirap tan taman gyo ngwa tamba sebe tamba som sama go ne da trenga su teni da liver trabares.
And we accomplished all in the scope of the 3 auspiciousnesses, that which is good in the beginning, that's the auspicious motivation of the enlightened mind or the bodhicitta. That which is good or auspicious in the middle, it's the main practice. It is the prajna, the wisdom free of reference point. And in the end, that which is good in the end and auspicious, it's the auspicious dedication. So all this got excellently accomplished.
One day on Tallinn, Trogoya de Ganzo, then touching in Bajila. Latine, then on the ta Trozamboshi, Shavaris.
So even these negative conditions, caused on this negative condition, we were able to turn this into some positive circumstances.
Arasana Ganzo Jing in Bajumari, Tandandi Nayam Nasa de Ganzo Pergia, or Toyap Single Toyap Nasa. The Injikari loving it, Tapo love him, the Malabgari.
La ta kogire ta daron kogire.
Touching and but the Karachumar Senang and that Talende, then Nasa de Chumarwa, Nasa Diladang, Purgil Toyab, the Toyab Nasa. Coronavirus 1970. And the Nasa didn't Jing and but it is Jing and Bandela Tine, then out of that Jing in Lambda. Chen, then it out and Chen, Then I was the that gets a that lap chambers and that judging get to the trouble is.
So, and this negative condition which we were talking about, it is this at this time, this special sickness, this epidemic which appeared worldwide, the pandemic, actually, the coronavirus or COVID-19. And we were able skillfully to bring it on the path, so that even this negative condition became our friend, in a sense of that based on this, we were all able to accumulate a vast amount of merit.
我经营办得了店呢，找看着上不中啊，是那当不经营办得了店呢，这样就找的了。真的，读书的中啊的，读书的，德国呀，这样，真的，大上那个德国呀，这真的中啊，印度上呢，读书这样的，真这个是。
So how were we able to bring these negative or difficult circumstances on the path so that we could befriend them? So first of all, it's this special time during this lockdown where we had almost a chance to stay in retreat, basically a time where we were enclosed.
我店在当然做3D是这样，等于今天在这当然做这去把人把这当等于去了8个月吧，这当等于去2年前经济影响，等于我说他这等于一些等这些一些8个上不月把的店呢，等于今年把这当这样子，等于我说他去这边个等于3D个地找了下来是。
So since we had this opportunity to stay kind of in close practice during this time, and based on the karmic tendencies which we have towards Dharma or inclination towards the practice, so based on that, we were able to bring these negative circumstances onto the path.
我店就等于他这样等于就他就说的等于啥个大哇，他大哇他人的大哇。这个啥个大哇，他啥个大哇看上个，我呢，这呢，这把讲啊，也是有，我如果那些啥个大哇去，等于这样，等于他我让做上节，短把上节个，等于他前节拉别个，等于就出，刚才他这把讲啊了，两个人的吧，等于上节吧，共同吧个，等于就进松松这样的，他等于个等于别。就生意拉比个吧，个的，就一把，当，但是这马车呗，可能这当啥个的，打完的，等于就进去把进上这个就进去把进这当，但是这哪呢？等于刚才你说俺也那样，等于这当他看着个，看着忙的呀个，他就进的人说那句呢，那今年的那个多点，看着忙的呀个，就进，你把这当。这马车别的呢，当然是，就他所说给个是的，买到刚刚来跑步，他干些就，我爹的呢，他用个他就话你的顺便滚步，那空的呢，他个年轻人那边，做点别的呢，他过去不就亲，那老节假的他算过呗，那就亲，现在就从哪里是？
So we had this special opportunity to practice during this very special time, the time of Sakadava. And during the different past occasions, I was introducing also in the significance on this Sakadava. I was able to introduce on the meaning and significance of this month, particularly also on the 15th day, the full moon day. So it's generally, we could say it is a month which is really a time, and during this month which is blessed through the blessing of the Bhagavan Buddha Shakyamuni. So it is a time where the three precious occasions come together, like the birth of the Buddha, his enlightenment, and entrance into Parinirvana. So henceforth we were able to practice on these special days and receive teaching, like on the 15th Gurumcha Day, and then on the 10th, on the 15th. And so this is henceforth a very special and auspicious time. Then also on the 25th, on the so-called Dakini days, where it's said that beyond this very special time of Sakadava, it's a time where 100,000 wisdom dakinis gather. And then on top, on our last meeting, it was the commemoration, the celebration of the Lord Chikten Sumgön's entrance in the Parinirvana. In fact, it was exactly 803 years ago.
Sanji Trubuko Chordotini, Chortine, Trinidande, Casori, Sopemande, Sanji Nibangurum Bachigata, change it Labanes and Ra, that General de Benes and Ra, Kantar, Dietini, Yorn Dietini, Sahoji, or te, Durzan the Tula Pamne, Tinengurumatan, they pay, they pay with that, and they Nandana Yorba, what that the negative change that.
So this was the auspiciousness of the time. So now the second is the auspiciousness of the place. So it's generally like a pure abode or a pure place, but in our worldly context, it relates to Tsopema, so the place where Rinpoche abides. It is where the second Buddha, that's another name for Gurumche, the second Buddha appeared as supreme Nyamanakaya in this place of Sahor, which is mentioned in a life story of Gurumche. So Tsopema, it's a place which is blessed by the blessing of Gurumche and his miraculous activities, where in this place of Sahor, the precious Dharma was spread by Gurumche, which is mentioned in his biography, in his Namtar.
The Rinpoche Shabji Chana, that change it lame, general name, Sane, the Chebergin, the Kunz of the Tandan, Sondan River, the Chebergin, Sam use.
So generally, we could say from the scope of the view of the Srikit Mantrayana that all what appears and exists is nothing else than the vast array of complete purity. So that's the absolute view, that the place where we are in, like a house, appears in a pure realm as the celestial mansion, and all sentient beings are nothing else than the female and male deities, devas and dakinis. So that's from an absolute perspective. Then in a relative conventional or worldly perspective, we can say that Tsopema is a place where Gurumche left many miraculous things, like, for example, footprints. And in that sense, we could say that the place in Tsopema, this precious place, actually unites both the relative as well as the conventional, the relative, as well as the absolute perspective.
Yeah, that when I could up to them, say that shoot up that could up to them in the command miss or they might miss. Then the could up the lawyer to your ins, turn down lawyer to your mains on the Katanga. So Giti, but say a good Lord, Giti, lawyer of the Chibate. That the naked could up go on at it. Nay, Sikuta, the Negida, could up Gola. Kunzo Pungola, but then the Casa Kunzo Pungola, Tung Tambe, no, the muscle, no, Shondeva, that the Niji is some of those.
So we talked here about the relative perspective or relative and the absolute perspective. Generally, we could say there's no dharma which is not included in the relative and absolute perspective. In other words, in the two truths. And that which is relative or conventional, we could say that's the sphere of object of mind, of discursive thinking mind. and that which is absolute is beyond the discursive thinking mind. So henceforth we have the relative perspective, and then the true meaning of that, which is the absolute dimension.
Sanga doji tipu, tikwa chimbe masebe, sanga doji tipu golo yudingi, sama tini ngorom bochil ta teba tse jido yudingi, ta tene jindi sahane, tene anzo yanda, kongi, tumba posam soba ta ngorom bochil kongi, tene ta kor posam soba, tene rikpan zimbe, tene pawa da pamo, ta tene ji yimba la, yimba Train go on yin, then not the use.
So we have, since we are all like belong to the family of the Mahayana, or since we are connected to the Yana of the Mahayana, and in particularly to the secret Mantrayana, we entered the gate or the pathway to secret Mantrayana. So we have single-pointedly faith and devotion in Gurumje. So Gurumje himself is nothing else than the auspicious teacher. So we have the time, the abode, the place, and then the auspicious teacher. And then his retinue, which is the retinue of Vidyadharas, of Pamos and Pavos, heroes and heroines.
Go song togeda ningbo bendan gurugeda peyon mabon da kanda chuje pungbo jede yedon seyan rawa da karenale ta mandiben ne chik masama meban bendan gurpe masana kongada sonde trido ti inda yi goromboji koran tini tusam sangje seyon kala goromboji seyon kala an tiye tini sonde teyan te nang yin badri ti ningbo de
So the next point is the auspiciousness of the Dharma. So that's basically whatever Gurumje uttered, and particularly this supplication to Gurumje, the 7-line supplication. We could say it's the quintessence of all enlightened activity of body, speech, and mind and essence. So we have the 7-line supplication, and then particularly the Vajraguru mantra. It is said there is nothing in the 84,000 aspects of the Dharma which was expounded, which is not included in the Vajraguru mantra. So it's said the Gurumje is the quintessence of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, and all is essentialized in the Vajraguru mantra.
Lengi chip namin tu jipas, Leng bagatini, Sayava, Tege ya chi umake, Tige number member Tege, Tig namin terate, Karanjugo Sitinita, Lengi Jim Casa, Ne down, Tane Dong down, Moge, Tane Sun, Ta Kanda, Parchigaric, the town, Kitini, Tene. Laying about Sayu, Naming and Deva Tella, Tenita, Tede, Yunguris, and a day on the Telatini, Gorumbachi, Choya Tremba, Mula says he just Gorumbachi Chat, but some tea, knit to get tea pache, Tane, Nata, Internagi, Dong, King and Ba, the name Moge, and then Song, Tancho, the Tamjigatini. Gorumbaji, he no tremba Zamji, the Tamji hero, son, the Gorumboy Rangi, need the song Yawake, in the what the song your is, and the Jumzin a tin, Talin, King, the Nasa, the Yamne, that, and the Toya Penasa, Della, the King tell a tin, the ring of that, Gorumbachi, ya Kongeda, Sunday.
So, and it says in another supplication to Guru Rinpoche that based on all the accumulations of negative karmas which sentient beings accumulate, based on these conditions, once this negative accumulation of karma ripen, they exactly ripen in different kinds of diseases, epidemics, obstructing spirits, neurotic patterns, famines, fights, warfare, all kinds of different classes of obstacles. And it is also said, in fact, by Guru Rinpoche himself, that if whoever just remembers devotedly the face of Guru Rinpoche, all these named obstacles like disease, famines, demonic influences, neurotic patterns, warfare, and so forth will be naturally cleared away. So this was told by Guru Rinpoche directly. So for this reason, based on this time of this pandemic of the corona, based on that, we were able to accumulate a vast amount of merit through the accumulation of the supplication prayer to Guru Rinpoche, and in particular through the Vacha Guru mantra, which we joyfully accumulated.
어디 다 때네 다 트렌데 단 조거드니 가서 도마르게와 바르게와 다 타마르게와 조고 뭐와 때라야 드니 땅아도 참에도 뭐와 제다 제김바리 주열이 한테 마체베 드는 것도야 야름 버치 누가 야름 뒷건들라야 드는 뒤에 계자데 나한테 다 뒤초 선남 사이게给잡아 담변자 그거 동조라서 뭐 사이게 다 계자 가르게 봤다 경공 야름 뒷건들 다 되나 인거더니 사자 게다 사자 고마 다 사자가做什么다 가시고 사지 장공기 다 들어가나 인거더니 인마게다 라마 코디와 다 어떻게 뭐 제다 등종 잡이 등종은 뭐지 다그 등대거든요 인마게 라치 다나 인거더니 gelugena gadi teba tene ta pomboge mere tunde da de la so boge de che tene ron jangu chesang bo je tene shene de samaya ni geza de ya mo na ro je se ya de sama ni san hu tene che ya yin.
So today, this is the last day, as mentioned before, and it's this day where all the three goodnesses or auspiciousness come together or come to completion. That which was good in the beginning, the motivation, then the main part of the practice. And here, lastly and finally, the good dedication, the auspicious dedication. So let us all together, all this merit which we accumulated, dedicate in general for the welfare of sentient beings, and particularly for the auspiciousness, long life and stable life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. All this root of virtue which we accumulated through this 100 million, or actually a couple times 100 million times the accumulation of the Vacha Guru mantra, for His Holiness the Dalai Lama, for the throne holder of the Sakya Goma. There's actually a few throne holders. For the great upholders of the Nyingma lineage, like Yangzi Kyabche Dunje Rinpoche and Dingwa Chenze Rinpoche. And in the Gelug lineage, it would be the Ganden Tripa. And even from the Bumbo, the throne holder, Mary Trichin. And our own lineage in the Drikung Chapkun Chetsang Rinpoche. So let us all united dedicate all the root of accumulated virtue to the long life and prosperity of these masters.
어때 다때도 줘와던 경의 지섬 상을 고네 다트란 리버트바리스 때다 참아도 저는 배야보 정성 참아지시라는 휴아이.
So henceforth, all these three auspiciousness, these three excellences, excellent in the beginning, in the middle part, in the end, was auspiciously accomplished, and we should all deeply rejoice into that.
어때 다때네 가서 다트란문 되네 참아도 다 소속이 능아 예섬 다 개발라 고야겠더니 샤발라 Loyang Meva, then the June the Naranans, Bogo Shains.
But above that, I deeply request that you continuously enter into deep activities of accumulation of virtue for your body, speech, and mind.
Well, that thing here means it's some other time.
So that's basically it. Beside that, there's nothing special to add. So deep thanks. Kurze Chapeten, da die gerade so schön gore. Also like we wish a long life to Rinpoche.
Yeah, can is something.
Ngala yeah.
Sometimes I come with a jump thing.